Thundercats! Ho!
I am the great cornhole.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of Masters of the Retroverse. I'm your host, Adam, and with me is David. What's up?
Yes.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
That was
How
my
are you doing,
serious intro. God, I wish we could get Larry Kinney on every week just to do the intro.
dude? Right?
That'd be
It's
badass.
Freaking awesome, dude.
I wish we were cool like that with him.
He's an amazing dude. I like talking to that guy. He's freaking awesome.
Apparently,
So-
he's a busy man again.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah. You saw that, huh?
No, well, I mean, you had mentioned it.
Oh, yeah. So he posted on his page yesterday, on his personal page, that he will be having a role in the new Thundercats.
Yes.
The Thundercats Roar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes and no. Wah, 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 wah. What's the Pac-Man dying sound? That's wah, 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 wah. Exactly.
Yep. Okay. Let me just make sure I'm gonna share this over in the toy lounge.
Okay. So if you're
Yep.
watching the video, you can see that David has a really cool new setup.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
switch over to that here.
I still have some technical difficulties, just like last time, the Elgato capture card. So
Yeah, so if you're watching the video, apologize for the lag that he's got. The audio and video's not really syncing up, but we'll get that
the
figured
audio
out.
spot on.
Well, your audio, I'm
Yeah.
just saying your audio with your video is not syncing up properly, but that's okay. You
That's
can
where it
still-
counts on iTunes, right?
Right, yeah, it's all about the audio. So screw
All
the
about the
screw the
audio.
YouTubers. Who cares what they want?
Oh no, man, they love it.
Yep. So what else is going on, man?
Yeah, man, it's been a busy week. Been a working man. I'm a hard-working man.
Yeah, you is.
We've had a lot going on. Yeah, we've had a lot going on with the with everything. But other than that, like the ops, like back to back 24-hour ops. So 12-hour shifts doing the thing. You know what I mean? So,
Yep, same here, man. 10, 12-hour days, 6 days a week.
Yeah, dude.
It's been busy, so that's why you haven't heard much from us. Oh, what's up, Dana? She said she's
oh
watching.
yeah, she's watching.
Mind your
She
P's and
watched.
Q's.
She, oh yeah, hold on.
You gotta
Can I even talk anymore?
act
Huh?
proper. Act proper.
Yeah, act proper. So back to Thundercats Roar. It's getting some mixed reviews on the book, on the Facebook.
It is, man. It really is. So Thundercats Roar, if you haven't seen it, go find it. Find the clips. I don't think it's great. I really don't think it's great, man. And I see what they're doing. I get it. It's like how would you describe it?
Besides
Just describe it
boring.
for all of our audio listeners.
Okay, so everybody who grew up with Thundercats in the 80s and awesome, like even the one that happened in 2011, 2012, man, on Cartoon Network. Like that one was all right. Like it was acceptable. Yeah, they changed the story and all that stuff, but you know, it was still within the realm of the path of Lino growing into a man. Like it still had a moral to the story eventually. You know what I mean? Yeah, they changed the story, but it still had that ethics, you know, it still had him teaching how to do the right thing and make the proper decision with whatever task came in front of him, you know, the 2011 one. In retrospect, you know, the 1988 one, 1987, it was what we grew up with. We loved it. We loved Larry Kinney and his voice. It was freaking awesome to hear him as Lino. And yeah, the guys. Every time you hear a Steve Kittles commercial, I'm like, oh, it's Larry Kinney, and people look at me like, what? I was like, yeah, dude, that's the voice of the Lino. Like,
yeah,
and just the rainbow, contract the rainbow. That's Larry Kinney. So, Bringing it forward into the new realm and age of comics and cartoon in the history of today's day. It's an absolute, like, I see it as an abomination because they've lost all the morals in the cartoons that we used to have. Now it's all slapstick comedy. Yeah, we had Tom and Jerry back then. Yeah, we had all these other things. Yeah, I get it. I freaking get it. But the point is a show like that, something that was supposed to teach kids ethics and morals and, you know, how to be responsible, making the right decisions, doing all the right things, like, and now taking it and turn it into Adventure Time or Steven, whatever it is, Fantastic Gumball.
That's exactly it, man. The Adventures of Gumball or whatever. That's I was trying to place it. I'm like, the way they drew this cartoon is just. I mean, if they would have drawn it like, if they would have drawn it like it should be drawn, you know, we can get past all the morals as long as you have a good storyline, whatever. But now, like you said, it's like Adventure Gumballs or all the typical Cartoon Network shows. I mean, that's how it's drawn, and it's fucking goofy, man. It's really dumb. So, GameSpot is one page that I follow on Facebook. And they posted a video, and I just wanted to. This just kind of shows what everybody's reaction is to this. So I pulled this up because you have all the little emojis on Facebook, right? You have like the mad face and the thumbs up and the sad face and the laughing and all that shit, right? Yep. So here we go. Yep. The hearts. There's 229 people hearted this. Okay. 479.
What's this reference from on Facebook? What page?
It's on GameSpot.
What page are you referencing?
GameSpot. They
Okay.
posted like the trailer for this, right? 1.4 for 1,400 people had sad face. 5,600 people gave it the red mad face. I mean, that just goes to show you how much people are gonna fucking hate this, and it's not gonna last. I mean, thank God. Sorry, Larry. I mean, if I know that you're involved in this show, but I mean, I'm kind of surprised that he's involved in it, aren't you? I mean, he's very traditionalist. You know, when it comes to that show, that was his heart and soul. That he, you know, everything he had, he put into that show, and he even talked about that when he was on with us. You know, that he's very much about the preservation of the show, and for them to do something like this, I'm really surprised that he's involved in it.
Right. Yeah, it actually maybe in some capacity he will be the heart and soul of that new show. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there'll be Lino. Maybe he'd be like a Jaga, or one guy said that he thinks he's Panthro, and I agreed. I think him being Panthro, I could see him being Panthro.
Yeah,
because of his deep, you know, throaty, masculine voice. So. Yeah.
Well, let's look it up here. Let me look up Thundercats Roar on IMDb and see what.
Thundercats Roar.
Let's see what it shows.
What?
What?
Yeah, it doesn't say. There's only 4 people credited on the show right now.
And he's one of them, right?
No, he's not. No. The voice of Tigro, Chitra, Lino, and Panthro, and he's none of those.
Oh, okay. So he's none of the main characters. So, man, I'm telling you, maybe he's Jaga. He's got, like, dude, I'm telling you, man, especially with when we had him on the show. And like you said, he's the heart and soul of that show, and he feels like, even when you bring up the stuff in the past from the 80s version, like he was really on guard with it, and he was like, you know, he what's the best way I could put this? He didn't want to tarnish the soul of that cartoon, and to have people talk about it hurt them, especially with the internet. And then all of a sudden, these tapes that weren't supposed to be released are released to them playing around, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we all do it at work or whatever, and mess around and shit like that. But
kind of ruined it for a lot of, you know, could have ruined it for a lot of people though. With, you know,
but they were released late enough.
Yeah, we're all older, but that was his thinking. He was like, "Oh my God, I don't know how my fan base of the Thundercat fandom is going to react to these things being released. But I mean, I think they were taken pretty well. I think. I mean, we all laughed at it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty funny. I wish I could pull one of those up right now.
Yeah.
So, yep.
We'll see what happens. 2019 is I think the set release date. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna last. I'll give it a season. I'd be shocked if it lasts longer than that.
Yeah, it would be, but it's all good, you know.
Yep.
I stepped on you, dude. It's all good. We're over now.
All right, and on to the next topic. That's cool. I like that. We'll do that between topics.
All right.
Let's talk about something that we've been waiting for. Well, I've been waiting for it for about the last 3 or 4 years. That would be
how fat I am.
Yes.
How fat I am?
In 3rd grade, I cheated on my history exam. In 4th grade, I stole my Uncle Max's toupee and I glued it on my face. But I played Moses.
Sorry, I had to do it. All right. Bring it in.
Let's talk about a game that just released. Well, we are recording, what is today, the 19th. It released on early access yesterday. It's actually not releasing until the 22nd, which is Tuesday. And that is State of Decay 2, the long-awaited sequel to the 2000
semi-good first one.
13, I think the first one was. 2012, 2013.
Yeah, somewhere around there, man.
It was on Xbox 360.
Yes, it was. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I do too. And at the time, it was a pretty damn good game. You know, the first one.
It was very limiting. Like the maps were very small. Like you only had like the best thing to compare it to in my mind right now would be the Friday the 13th with Jason when you run around like the 4 or 5 places in the houses.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There was an objective to get off that little area of the map.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep. So for those that don't know, State of Decay is a zombie survival open world. Did I cover everything? Game? I think that's it, yeah. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Jeff's just joined on Facebook Live.
Hey, buddy, how are you doing, man?
Hi, mate. You got to get some Crocodile Dundee sound effects for the soundboard too, for when he shows up.
Hold on. Actually, I got a better one than that.
So that's pretty much it. It's an RPG, open world, zombie survival game where you're trying to build a community of survivors, and within that, it's a pretty hard game, and I see a lot of similarities in the second one. Obviously, it's a lot of the same basic gameplay, the same premise, where you're trying to appease your community. You got to keep them happy by getting these supplies and having enough food and medical supplies and all this shit to keep your community happy while you're fighting zombies. And then you've got all these other side quests that you got to do, like going out and searching around distant cities and all this other shit. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. It's a pretty complex game. Like I'm finding myself on State of Decay 2. I'm finding that I'm doing a hell of a lot of running around.
Like, yeah, have you gotten in a car yet?
I have not. No.
It's way easier in a car, dude.
Well, I mean, I'm still early game. I've only got I've probably only got 4 or 5 hours into it right now.
Yeah, we're not that far apart, man. Like I'm not way in there, but what were we trying to do earlier? Oh yeah, it's all. My name is Jeff. Hey, buddy. Sorry, I had to do it. He's still here, so I had to hit it one time for him. But yeah, like we're in the same same time frame of the game. Like is I got in the car. There's a car at a gas station that's right by our house on the plateau, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got in the car and then I drove down and around to a big barn, and I was like, I didn't know how to do it, but I was like, you know what? I found some stuff in a trunk. So I had those 3 big rucksacks and I just put all 3 of them in my trunk, right? I just kept on going back and forth to my car. And then I drove my car all the way back to the house and I had so many resources, dude. So many things like I put in that.
Well, I think that's what I need to do, because I'll go out and I'll be scavenging around. I'll find a rucksack. So in the game, you find these rucksacks, which is like supplies for your community. And you can only carry one. So once you get it, you don't have to, but you can go back and drop it off and then go out and look for more. So with the vehicle, you're saying you can actually store supplies in that and then take it back, right?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Knowing is half the battle.
What's the other half?
Curtis is here. That's why I had to do the G.I. Joe thing.
Oh, hey,
and
what's
you
up,
explained
Curtis?
how the rucksacks work. So knowing is half the battle.
It sure is. And what's the other half? Punching a motherfucker in the face? That's the other half.
Yeah.
The other half of the battle, right?
The other half of the battle is
Oh shit.
punching a motherfucker in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the big differences between State of Decay and State of Decay State of Decay 2.
Can you talk?
Yeah, I cannot.
Can you talk?
Is the multiplayer, which is something that I was really excited for, because you can have up to 4 people. So you and I have played games like 7 Days to Die, where you can get multiple people playing, and that was one of the things that was really lacking on the first one. The second one, we played it last night and kind of disappointed. Kind of disappointed in the multiplayer.
It's yeah, dude. It just okay. So let me explain the multiplayer piece to you if you haven't played it already. So, say I go onto your map, the host's map. I know because I played it for a few more hours before he did, but we're still relatively in the same spot. So I knew where certain things were to help his community. I went to those places, and now all of a sudden there's 2 different colors of boxes, gold and blue. All right. And I assume when you go up to 3 and 4 players, they're all different colors. So you can only get the items that match your player icon on the map. So all of mine were blue and his were gold. And it tells you when you go up to it, like host is the only one that can scavenge this box, which is kind of ridiculous if you think about it. Like, I am there to help him. Mm-hmm. Anybody's there to help him, especially if you play private games or friends only or whatever. But if you want to have, I guess if you played more open world, that could help you in the long run, because you get these 8, 9, 10-year-olds that just want to take your stuff that you need and go dump it somewhere in the woods. I get it.
Yep.
But yeah. So yeah, that was the big thing. I was like, because we needed supplies for him to build an infirmary. I knew right where they were, so I was going right there to get them. And I'm like, I was on the mic and he was over somewhere fighting zombies or whatever. And I was like, hey, Adam, I need you to come over here to get your supplies. I've cleared out these zombies and stuff. That is the good thing about it, though. If you have somebody who has better weapons or whatever, and they go in, they can clear the zombies out and that stuff. Like, you got the
that's probably the biggest help in the game, is just the fighting aspect of it. The way they got it set up. Curtis said that he's excited for the game too. Have you bought it yet, or pre-ordered it, or are you buying it?
I think he said he bought it. I don't know if he's here anymore. I think he left the chat.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's in and out, man. That guy's a busy dude.
Yeah.
So
so that was kind of disappointing. And then, like, you have a locker, you have like a supply box at your house, at your base, that you can dump stuff into, but you couldn't. What you put in there, well, I guess it did eventually show up, I think.
Yeah.
But you said that when you opened up that supply box, the locker, that it was all of your stuff. Like, it was stuff from your game.
Yeah, so right. So if I want to bring anything else over from my game, but the other like, I can bring over whatever I need except for my core resources, my core supplies. I couldn't bring those over. I couldn't do sound. How's my sound right now?
It's good.
Still good?
Yeah.
Okay, because I turned the compression down.
Yeah.
So the I could get into the box. I could get everything I needed. If I needed any of the weapons I had scavenged from my stuff, I could bring them to your map. I can't bring any of my main resources over. I can't use any of my main resources over there because I had like four of the blood plague deals to make that to make the immunization for the cure. So, but I couldn't use those with yours. But when I killed the one zombie and collected that one, it instantly gave it to you. So,
okay,
that was pretty. Yeah.
So anything you collect, it automatically go. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Anything that was, I think, mission oriented, I think that it would go directly to you. Like if you needed it, it would go directly to you.
So the other thing that you had issues with was when
changing my character,
changing your characters. Tired. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm really hoping that they figure out that we're not happy with this stuff and they fix it. I mean, come on. Just make it to where you can switch. I mean, you should be able to go to the bedroom, just like I do, and just switch your characters.
Yep. Yeah, because I ended up killing that dude today anyway.
My guy. That's why I've been kind of far behind, is because my guy,
I killed 2 guys.
Well, I almost killed one of my guys. He ended up getting the blood plague, and I had him in the infirmary, and I was only short 1 blood
plague.
The sample.
Yeah. Okay.
I was short 1, and the shitty thing is I had just killed the blood plague heart that was closest. So there was no other. There was like none other around. So I finally got it.
You were where I'm at. You were exactly where I'm at.
I just got the last. I just finally found one. I'm heading down to talk to. I was going down to talk to Peggy. It said talk to Peggy about the neighbors or something like that, which is kind of far away. And there was a couple infestations that I cleared out. And I gotta say, I mean, the zombies really aren't that hard. You know, you were saying that if you get a group of them and your stamina diminishes, then that can be kind of difficult. But I feel like these are a lot easier to kill than they were in the first one.
Yeah, they are, especially if you have a machete. It's just limbs going everywhere and heads rolling. It's pretty sweet. So
yeah, they are. And I got I had the machete, and then I got what the hell's it called? It's like a machete with like a curved blade. Forgot.
I got that too.
Yeah, that thing's badass, dude.
But
you can one shot. Exactly, you can one shot a lot of zombies, man. If you get them right in the head. The guns are kind of not that great. I was using the rifle and very slow aiming. I don't know. It's just the mechanics of the guns left something to be desired, I feel like.
Yeah. So I did go for the guns to honestly to help you out with the rifles and all that good stuff. Go into your option settings and do the aim assist.
Turn it on?
Yeah, turn it on, because if it turned off, it's like, dude, you're you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I drew the gun up and I'm aiming, and it's like I'm moving it over, and it's just like really, really slow moving. I'm like, come on, because I'm used to playing Far Cry 5, which is the game I just finished that you got me on, you dickhead, and then you don't play with me no more. And
I fucking beat it, dude.
I know, I beat it too, finally, but Curtis asked if it's worth the $60.
For what?
For State of Decay.
State of Decay?
I don't know yet.
$49.99.
Well, I think he's talking about not the Ultimate Edition though.
The Ultimate Edition was $49.99.
Oh,
dude.
it was?
Yeah.
Okay. I bought it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how much. I don't even know how much it was. I thought it was 60, but it's 50. But yeah, I think so.
And then you get. Well, just Curtis. I'm sorry to interrupt, but Curtis, if you're gonna pick it up, just pay the $29 today, and then pick up the standard on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You don't need the Ultimate Edition if you don't want it.
Right.
All that is the first game and some prepper packs and shit.
Which I haven't even figured out how to do the prepper bags. Like I downloaded the DLC for it that came in it.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where the hell they're at. Have you found them?
To be honest.
Yeah.
I just got in the game and just started playing.
Yeah.
I'll find them.
But I think, as a multiplayer game, if you got 3 or 4 guys, I think it'd be fun, though. I think it really would be worth it for that. The solo play so far has been pretty good. You just kind of, like I said, it's just there's just a lot going on because you're trying to go pick up okay, oh my god, my medical supplies are low in the community. Well, I got to keep the community happy, so I got to go find a rucksack that's got medical supplies. But then also too, I've got this quest that's sending me down here, way the hell across town to go, look in this building or for something, and so you're kind of back and forth. You're all over the place. But I think you're right, though. I think once you get a car, I think that'll be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But then you got to get the fuel to keep the car.
Fuel's easy, dude. Fuel's fucking everywhere. It's everywhere, dude. It's everywhere. Excuse me. Well, it doesn't even matter. Let me say this one thing before, if Curtis is still here. I'm gonna assume he is.
Yeah, he said he might get it tonight.
Well, if you want to get it, unless you're gonna pay that whole thing, like I pre-ordered it in the store as well, and I paid $20, so I still have that copy in the store. I gotta pay like $9 to get it out on Tuesday. So if you just want, I can pick it up and we meet halfway or something. We can do it that way if you want to do that for $29.99. So check the store if it's that much. If not, then I'll just finish off mine and then we can do that way if you want. Or I just got the hard disk or cancel it, whatever. So. All right,
there you go. Cool. So that's our quick short end review of State of Decay 2.
Of the games.
Games.
Cool.
Cool.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, dude. He's
right.
funny as fuck, dude.
All right, so for the final thing, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about this next topic, and then we are going to end the show with an interview that we did. So, David, let's talk about that shirt that you're wearing right now.
What? This one?
Oh, yeah.
Two plumbers?
Two plumbers. Two plumbers.
Two plumbers.
Bar and arcade. Brewery and arcade.
Brewery and arcade.
Fan-freaking-tastic. And tell us how you got that shirt, David.
I asked for it.
You drove... You're skipping the part
yeah.
that you drove 16 hours to St. Louis to come see me.
16 hours to St. Louis.
To come hang out with me. Him and his lovely wife drove all the way from North Carolina to come see me and my wife. And stayed the weekend. Awesome. Yep. Stayed the weekend, and it was awesome, man. We had a blast. Finally got to meet for the first time in 2 years face-to-face. And it was fun. Yeah. It was fun. We did a lot of
camera. Like, I've had a very good relationship with you, Adam. I think you're. Why do you have Canon written on your forehead?
What? Canon?
Canon. The camera. Canon. You have Canon written on your forehead. Like that's been our 2-year relationship.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Right. It's been pictures and an Xbox and podcasting. Yeah. But. Yeah, so we finally got to meet.
We're also coming up on a year. We're almost coming up on a year, brother.
With you, yeah, definitely.
Next month.
Sure are.
Yeah, June.
Hell yeah. We'll have to do something fun.
Keep it party. Yeah. We can watch our first episode and review it. No,
oh my god. Oh my god. No.
I'm sitting on a couch all sideways. Yeah, it's horrible.
Anyway, you're like, hi, I'm David.
I'm David. I was like, I'm so nervous. What do I do with my hands? What do I do? I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, so you came up, man. We got to go to this awesome place called Two Plumbers. They have, we don't even need to talk about it. We're going to show the interview. You're going to get to see what this place is all about. We also got to go to a toy show. So you got to see what the hype is all about that I'm always talking about. And what it's really like at the Toy Man Toy Show in St. Louis. And couldn't have been a better weekend.
And come to find out, there's people there that knew us, and we didn't.
Right.
We never seen them before either.
I know. It's like one of the admins of one of the toy groups that we're in lives not far from St. Louis, and he goes to the toy show every time, as well as I do. I was like, holy shit. And didn't realize that. He saw a picture of you or us. Yeah. Actually, no, he spotted us the
Both
toy
of
man.
us, we're looking at the table. I was looking at something, and you were pointing at it.
The toy
It was
man
on their Facebook page.
Yeah, the toy man Facebook page snapped a picture of us. I mean, it wasn't just us, but it was like they snapped a picture, and you or I were kind
it
of
was
like
the whole
up
thing,
front
but we were
with
like
it.
centered.
Yeah. And the next thing I know, we get this picture where it's zoomed in, and you and I are circled, and he's like, "Hey, I saw you guys, or you guys were at the toy
Where's
show."
Waldo?
We're like, "What?" Small world, man.
Yeah, we were.
But yeah, so you got some really good shit.
I did, but there's an even better thing that I got.
What?
And I'll show it
Right now?
It's I'll show it right now. Surprise! Move my controller here.
Well, I gotta wait about 10 seconds for the
Laptop
video
right
to
here.
catch up.
Oh yeah. So
Wait for it.
boom.
Wait for it.
Catch up.
Wait
I'm
for
waiting
it.
for it too. Yeah. It's not like that much of a sport.
Wait
I'm gonna
for
stand here
it.
for like 5 minutes after that too.
Wait for it.
Dude, what the fuck?
Oh, there it is.
That's a long.
I
That's
know.
a long lag.
I know, dude. That's a lot of
Yeah.
lag. Holy shit, you got all those parts.
Yeah.
You got the parts for the GoBot transport.
Yeah.
So is it
After a live on the Toy Lounge, right?
Yep.
One of the guys like, I got all those pieces, so I have all the pieces for it. Well, minus I think 1 or 2, but yeah. So we got all the shelves, we got all the deals. While I'm doing this, Adam, you can talk
Okay.
about this piece because who gave me this piece?
That was a gift to you, my friend. Mainly because I had 2 of them. And it was really funny because so I have 2 of them. One of them was from when I was a kid. The other one was that one was actually one that my wife got. She got on Facebook. This was like, God, this was 4 or 5 years ago. She gets on Facebook and she finds this lady that's selling this tub of Star Wars toys, and it had all this shit in it. It was this giant tub. The lady was asking like $50 for it. Oh my God! I said, go get it right now. So she goes and gets it, and it had a Millennium Falcon. And it had the not the AT-AT. What are the short walkers? The Imperial walkers, the short ones from the Ewok film.
Oh, yeah.
It had one of those.
Yeah.
It had
I can't remember the name right now.
It had a couple TIE fighters. It had an X-Wing fighter in it, all this shit. And it had one of those in it as well. So I was like,
Yeah.
hell, I'm not really into GoBots, but, I had some as a kid. Yeah, I just figured.
I'm not into them either,
But it's still pretty cool. Yeah, it's still a cool thing to have.
Yeah. I started getting into them though. I like them from what I've seen, like the Toy Lounge and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
A lot of people rag. A lot of people
Yeah.
rag on the GoBots because they're like, "Oh, it's just a cheap knockoff of the Transformers." But honestly, they were kind of cool because they were really easy to transform.
you still have me? Okay.
Yeah,
My camera cut.
I'm watching you
Cut
put
out.
your thing
I think my
together
bat-
still. Oh yeah, your camera cut
just
out.
died on
Yeah, your camera cut out.
my mod. I see you. Okay, keep going.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. That was it. It's kind of a nothing story. So, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
sorry.
Yeah.
I thought I lost you.
Nope, I'm still here. I'm still watching you put your thing together.
Putting
You're,
my thing. Yeah, it's doing it a little bit because my excuse me, the monitor went out, so like I'm almost done here. The coolest part is, okay, so I got these hoses,
Mhm.
and these hoses are to fuel it up or whatever, to fuel up the GoBots.
Oh yeah,
Right? So
really?
yeah.
See, I don't
Yep.
remember none of that shit from when I had it as a kid. 'Cause I didn't really
Really?
play. Well, I probably didn't play with it a whole lot.
I never had any GoBots, but I like it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, did you put batteries in it? Does he light up?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, it makes noise.
That's
wow,
it.
that's
all it does.
super annoying.
I froze up. I totally froze up.
Yeah, your camera is screwed up. So,
Yeah.
well, man, shit. Well, maybe
It's
this
all
would be
right,
a good time to
Oh.
cut to the interview.
Well, we do have.
Or you want to talk about something else?
Huh?
We do have what?
No, I got this.
There you go.
Boom. Yep.
There we go.
Just go switch to the old computer.
There you go. See, now your lips are synced.
Yeah. Yeah, it's but now it's like I gotta go way back here like this, and I'm away from the microphone. This is because I'm standing up now. So
Okay.
and so yeah, that was the GoBots deal. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, man. Well, thank you again for coming out and hanging out. It was
Yeah, dude, I loved it.
definitely
And
a good time.
I wish I could have made it longer, to be honest with you, because I wouldn't have been dragging ass that day. And I apologize to your boss for that night. So
No, it's all right.
for being a bum.
It's all
Help me
good,
out.
man. You had a long drive.
Woo!
Next time you'll fly, right?
Yeah, right. If I can fucking
Fuck
do
that
it.
driving
It was
shit. Man.
$200, man.
Yeah.
$200. It was the flight because we thought we had lost that. Thought we lost the interview that we're about to show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That was trying. We decided to last minute do an interview because we were at Two Plumbers. Nobody else was there because it was early. It was still early. God, it was like noon, I think, 12 or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And the place is pretty empty, so we go in there, we grab a drinks, and we're kind of playing video games and getting some cool. You were getting some cool videos and some shots, and one of the owners walks out, who's actually the brewmeister. He comes out and he's kind of talking to us, and David looks at me. He goes, "Let's do an interview." I'm like, "All right, cool, let's do it if he's down with it." And this is what you see.
He kept on talking.
He did, man. He was.
Let me get the camera.
I know he was
Look at the
telling.
camera.
He was telling us the whole story. We're like, "All right, save it for the interview. Save it for the interview." And he started talking some more. We're like, "Okay, hang on. Let's get it all set up."
Hang on.
Yeah. But it was good. It was good. So what we're gonna show you, we're gonna end the show with the interview. This is John, I believe, right? John.
Yeah.
He's the brewmaster and part owner of the Two Plumbers. So check it out, everybody. Make sure you follow us on Facebook. Go find our Facebook page. Search Masters of the Retroverse. Find our Facebook group at Masters of the Retroverse Group. Make sure you go join the Toy Lounge. And you get all your toy and retro fixes with those 3 places. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel. All that good crap, the usual. And audio, if you're listening to us. Yep,
iTunes.
Exactly. iTunes and Google Play. You can find us there for the audio version. Thanks, everybody, for watching. What else you got? Anything else?
Yeah, right here. We got a dance party. We off? We done?
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yep. We're gonna. I'll just probably cut that out and fade into the video. So.
Come on.
All right. I do. No, I'm gonna play the dance party. We should end that every one. Oh my God, we got to. We got to end every episode now with a dance party, right?
Your wife's watching now.
That's okay.
Yeah,
She can come down and dance.
She's like, David's a nerd.
Pants off, dance off.
I'll keep my pants on.
I won't. Not if she comes down.
Okay.
There
Now,
it is.
and don't forget.
There's nothing wrong with living.
Adam.
Where? There's nothing wrong with living in the past. Sorry. Line. Bye.
Peace.